You Blind Fools by Thomas Watson. Yes, he is very precious to you who believe. 1 Peter 2, verse 7. There is nothing in Christ but what is precious. His name is precious. His virtues are precious. His blood is precious, more precious than the world. The rose of Sharon is always sweet. We cannot prize Christ at too high a rate. We may prize other things above their value, and that is our sin. We commonly overrate the creature. We think there is more in it than there is. Therefore God withers our gourd because we overprize it. But we cannot raise our esteem of Christ high enough. He is beyond all value. There is no ruby or diamond, but the jeweler can set a fair price on it. But Christ's worth can never be fully known. No seraphim can set a due value on him. His riches are unsearchable. Ephesians 3, verse 8. Christ is more precious than heaven. True Christians prize Christ as most precious. He is their chief treasure and delight. The reason why millions perish is because they do not prize Christ. The ungodly choose things of no value before Christ. You blind fools, Matthew 23, verse 17. If a person chooses an apple before a priceless diamond, he is judged to be a fool. How many such idiots are there who choose the gaudy, empty things of this world before the Prince of Glory? Give a baby a rattle, and it will not want gold. Give a worldling his lusts, and he will be content enough without Christ. We value Christ above honor and riches. This pearl of great price lies nearest our heart. He who prizes Christ esteems the gleanings of Christ better than the world's vintage. He counts the worst things of Christ better than the best things of the world. Moses regarded disgrace for the sake of Christ as of greater value than the treasures of Egypt. Hebrews 11, verse 26. If we are the prizers of Christ, we cannot live without him. A man may live without music, but not without food. A child of God can lack health and friends, but he cannot lack Christ. Give me children, said Rachel, or else I die. Genesis 30, verse 1. So the soul says, give me Christ, or else I shall die. Give me one drop of the water of life to quench my thirst. If we are prizers of Christ, then we shall not complain at any pains to get him. He who prizes gold will dig for it in the mine. My soul follows hard after God. Psalm 63, verse 8. He in whose eye Christ is precious never rests until he has gained him. I sought him whom my soul loves. I held him and would not let him go. Canticles 3, verses 1 and 4. If we are prizers of Christ, then we take great pleasure in Christ. What joy a man takes in that which he counts his treasure. He who prizes Christ makes him his greatest joy. He can delight in Christ when earthly delights are gone. Though a flower in a man's garden dies, he can still delight in his money and jewels. He who esteems Christ can solace himself in Christ when there is a dearth of all other comforts. If we are prizers of Christ, then we will part with our dearest pleasures for him. He who esteems Christ will pull out that lust, which is as precious as his right eye. He who sets a high value on Christ will set his feet on the neck of his sins. How can they be said to prize Christ, who will not leave a vanity for him, or who prefer a damning pleasure before a saving Christ? Yes, he is very precious to you who believe. This Puritan devotional has been brought to you by Grace Gems, a treasury of ageless sovereign grace writings. Please visit our website at www.gracegems.org, where you can browse and freely download thousands of choice books, sermons, and quotes, along with select audio messages. No donations accepted. Thank you.